This is Western Mass News.
School budgets are being hashed out right now across Western Mass, and like many districts across the country, several local districts are facing devastating cuts after losing critical federal relief funding that kept schools afloat during the pandemic. Good Tuesday evening, everyone, and welcome to Western Mass News at 6. I'm Chris Pisano. Western Mass News reporter Reagan Locree now joins us live in studio after getting answers. Reagan.
Yeah, Chris, one of those school districts struggling financially is Northampton. I spoke with Vice Chair of the school committee, Gwen Agna, and she tells me right now they're feeling a lot of tension around these budget decisions that need to be made come Thursday. Talks of budget cuts are underway in Northampton. These cuts could potentially freeze salaries of public school employees by foregoing raises in addition to cutting positions for next school year. This comes on the heels of the federal government discontinuing funding that allows schools to beef up staff and resources during the COVID-19 pandemic.
We weren't supposed to put people into that kind of funding that we would need for recurring. Of course, it happens that you need to do that, and now it's gone. So those positions are vulnerable.
The Northampton superintendent sent Western Mass News information to help break down the budget proposals being contemplated by the Northampton School Committee this week. In the first budget presented back in December, the district requested nearly $40.8 million, which is almost an 8% increase over the 2024 budget, which includes the elimination of 24 staff members, including teachers, crossing guards, and transportation positions. But to make even further cuts, they are now presenting a 4% increase, which would cap the 2024-2025 budget at $36.5 million. Under this proposal, the original 24 positions still remain on the chopping block, as well as cuts to even more staff positions and a consideration of salary freezes for all staff members. Western Mass News spoke with Vice Chair of the Northampton School Committee, Gwen Agna. She tells us they certainly don't want to go down that road, but may have no choice.
We're in a situation where we have to look at all things that are possible to help us get through this.
As a former principal, she doesn't think it's impossible to run a school with so many cuts. However, she is concerned about an increase in class sizes that will come from a decrease in teachers.
You would have to make significant changes in the way you deliver education and how you group students and all of those things. So I think it's not a great situation for sure. I do think it's possible with some planning, and I just feel so sad for the people who have to make those kinds of plans right now. It's not okay what's happened in education generally, and also specifically in Northampton.
Western Mass News did reach out to the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents. They provided us with a statement that reads, in part, school districts across the Commonwealth are facing a funding cliff. They go on to say that they proposed a solution to the legislature to save our school districts from having to cut programs, services, and staff that, if done, will ultimately impact the quality of education our students deserve. The Northampton School Committee plans to vote on the budget proposals Thursday night, which will then go to the Northampton City Council for review. Reporting live in studio, Reagan Locree for Western Mass News.